For more on the buzz surrounding this film, I'm joined by Jamal Finkley. He is the CEO and executive producer of Black Tree TV. Well, let's start with this film and then maybe talk more broadly about this trend. First time in a quarter century that we're seeing an all-Asian cast. Why so long?
I really have no idea. I mean, The Joy Luck Club just is one of my favorite movies of all time. So the fact that it's been 25 years since that has been released is a shock in itself. And not for the lack of diversity and great actors and film directors. John Chu has been directing films for years. People know him from the Step Up series, from G.I. Joe, from Fast and the Furious. This is his first big stab at a romantic comedy, which I think he really achieved. And before we go anywhere, I just have to say the film is great for all audiences, not just for the Asian Americans, but it's just probably the best romantic comedy that we've seen this year so far. So, I mean, just as far as that, it's cleared the bar on quality. And then the diversity is definitely a selling point.
You said the film is great, but there has to be a lot of pressure for the filmmaker, the writers. They want this to do well at the box office because it could probably reverse this trend, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like you guys said earlier in the piece, people are saying that this is the Asian Americans or Asian film enthusiasts Black Panther this year. And in a way, it does qualify as that. It's meaning so much that the support for the film is going to translate into whether the studios may make more movies like this. Now, I have to caution, people from getting that hope up that even if the film does absolutely wonderful, I mean, there still is levels to the diversity conversation that needs to happen within the studios for those decision makers to have the eye and the ear for these type of projects to come along.
It's like pushing a boulder up a mountain in a way. But there's a term out there, Asian August, because we're starting to see some efforts in the right direction. Correct?
Correct. I mean, there's this movie. There's another big movie coming from Sony Pictures and Netflix collaboration called Searching with an Asian American female lead. So, I mean, people are saying that this is Asian August, but, it's also on the heels of a lot of controversy around Emma Stone being cast and then declining the role for a role in Aloha, which was supposed to be for an Asian American actress. And also there was Tilda Swinton and Doctor Strange and Scarlett Johansson not so long ago and Ghost in the Shell, where Asian characters have been replaced by white actors or actresses, and that has still been a recent controversy. So I hope that it's that's Asian August. I hope that it's Asian, just an Asian era of great films, because after watching this film, I feel like there's so many other stories that I must have missed in the 25 years between this and the Joy Luck Club that I would love to watch.
Yeah, Jamal, you're talking about whitewashing and how Hollywood's been ripped about that. Even acclaimed Chinese director Zhang Yimou was questioned about casting Matt Damon in The Great Wall, and Damon insisting when he was promoting the film in Beijing that he did not take a role away from a Chinese actor. But what has this campaign done in terms of really shedding a light on this? And will it change the culture in Hollywood in a sense?
I mean, I think it's a culture beyond Hollywood where social media and voices of the unheard are being heard more clearly now, because it's harder to deny that they exist. And I think the demand for these type of pictures, for this type of diversity in front and behind the camera, is just a reflection of what's going on in society overall. Like, people want to see themselves represented, whether it's in government, whether it's in pictures, whether it's in policing or what have you. People want to see that they are also represented in that conversation, because they all add to the fabric of this great nation that we're in.
Jamal Finkley joining us from, if you can't tell by the background, Las Vegas. Thanks so much.
Thank you.